All right, here we are in the second half and part two of my introduction to Axis Football 2016. I love what I'm seeing here. As I mentioned in the first video, I'm going to the sideline view maybe for a couple plays here. The sideline view is a little bit harder to keep up with the action. I'll have to check in the configuration to see how much setup and configuration you can do on these screens. Now, I'll tell you this. I talked in the first video about, the animations are basic. The gameplay is the essence of football. You don't have the bells and whistles. I mean, look at the stands. You've got, kind of cutouts there in the stands. You've got just a few people on the sidelines. The focus is what's going on the field. Oh, my gosh. He went to fair catch that, and now there's a pile of players there. The other thing that I'll mention is the options, like the cameras. There's no instant replay, at least not yet in this game. If that disappoints you, if you're just wanting to save replays and, watch them over and over again and edit them and cut them all different ways like a TV production, this isn't the game for you. Grab a console, grab that really popular game, and go to town. This is about a real solid football game experience, play after play after play. Whether you like short quarters like I've got running here or even a full-length, 15-minute quarters, those are some of the options available to you. There's some stadiums. So I shouldn't say there's no options, or at least I said there's not many options. There certainly are options for stadiums. There's different alternate uniforms for the different teams. There's mod support. There's mods that you can, one very popular mod that you can download that gives you real teams. But there's even a franchise mode. So maybe I sold it a little bit short when I talked about the options. But to get a little more specific, the franchise mode doesn't have player trading. It doesn't have a draft. It doesn't have, development, high school, and college teams like that bigger game does. Is that stuff coming? I certainly hope it is, and that's what the developers are talking about. Here's a little thing right there where the player was trying to run over the guy who was on the ground, but he was in his way. It doesn't have the 7,000 different animations that can happen in that situation. It has the basics of running, catching, getting tackled in some different ways, throwing the ball. You saw a couple interceptions, running the plays. Actually, there's an interception by Arizona. Yay. All right, he's going. He could go all the way. There he goes. Defensive touchdown. Love it. Might be a tie game here if they get the extra point. We got the newer extra point kick yardage. Looks like that's going to go through. And it's football. I love it. I love it. I'm dying to get into franchise mode and take my Arizona team to the championship game. If you say that word, that super word, I think you have to pay somebody a dime or something. So, but you've got the mechanics. I keep saying it over and over again. You've got the mechanics. You got the basis. You have the makings right now with what there is today of a really fun, enjoyable football game. You don't have the 25 years plus of production refinements with teams of hundreds and subcontractors and all kinds of different software houses putting the different elements together. You have one very small software house putting a complete football game together, and I really admire them for that. I've worked for some startups in business software, and it has been some of the most challenging but some of the most rewarding years of my life doing that. And that's business software. That's not nearly as fun as what we're doing here. But this is also arguably more challenging because if you don't get it right, if people know football games, people who play this game have very likely played other football games before. And if there's glaring problems, if there's cheap plays, if there's animations that don't fit what's happening on the field, people are going to tune out right away. And what I see in Axis Football 2016 is very good refinement of the mechanic. That was close right there. Very good mechanics of the game of football. You throw the ball, you pass the ball, they catch the ball, they're doing the right things. He's going to run this out here, see where he can get it. So, they're down by 3 in the very short fourth quarter. So they've got 1:40 left, so I suspect they're going to work quickly here, and they are. Over to the sideline, very smart. It doesn't look like he got out of bounds, though. So they're going again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. McCormick's down. McCormick's not real. But again, as I said in part one, oh, he tried to run with there. I'm not sure what was going on. Quarterback draw, it looked like. Cormick on 3rd and 19. Oh, short pass. Oh, he got killed. He did get up, though. They're going to punt. I think they should have gone for it in this situation. They've only got a minute left, but they were pinned back in their own territory. Maybe they can force 3 and out here. Now, from an AI standpoint, I think they do have. I think they. I'm surprised they're not really running the clock here. They're kind of doing their 3 and out very quickly from an offensive standpoint, and now they're going to be punting. So, is every game situation accounted for with the AI? Probably not. Second generation game at this point, but you got what you got so far. And like I said, I'm really impressed with it. Let's see what Arizona can put together. They've only got a few seconds left on the clock. Incomplete. This is probably going to be the last play of the game. See what happens. Short pass. No, didn't make it. Game over. New England wins again. Oh, that's 2 days in a row now in real life and now here in the game. So, guys, check it out. It's on Steam. Axis Football 2016. Google it. Check out some of the other YouTube videos that some folks have put together. And don't go in expecting the world. Go in expecting solid football. And from my preliminary look, my early look at the game, you won't be disappointed. I'll be keeping you updated. I'm going to make a few videos where I'm playing and I'm talking through it with what I'm experiencing, because what it ultimately does come down to is the gameplay, and that's got to be all there. Thanks, guys. Talk to you next time.